Hello, good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you a very important poem, The Voice of the Unwanted Girl. This is a very relevant poem, and today in this world, the reality is the thing that has been shown throughout the poem. So, students, in our paper, Gen English, there is a topic, the first topic in our text is the name of the topic is The Voice of the Unwanted Girl. Although in Gen English the topics are related to the comprehension passages, therefore the study of the topic is necessary. So first of all, I am going to teach you the text as well as its summary. The name of the topic is A Critical Appreciation of the Poem The Voice of the Unwanted Girl, written by Sujata Bhatt. Sujata Bhatt, the poet who is one of the finest living poets. In this poem, she has voiced her concern about the gender bias. In our society, girls are treated as an inferior to boys. The birth of a girl is considered a misfortune. The technique that helps to determine the sex of the unborn child is used against the girl child. If the expected baby is a girl, it's destroyed. That is why the difference between the numbers of boys and girls is widening day by day. So, the students, in this topic, we have to study the realistic picture of the society in which there is considered a difference between the birth of boy and the girl. How the behavior of the people is not good. Theme of the poem. In this poem, the poet has tried to describe the condition of the people. The fetus was killed in the womb because of being a female. This painful situation of the fetus who never could see the light of the world is reflected in this poem. In India, female feticide is a common and pathetic story. The voice of the killed fetus is the main theme of this poem. It means the girl child, the baby child, is destroyed before her coming into this world. The speaker in the poem is an unwanted girl who was destroyed before she was born. She is speaking to her mother. There is a dialogue between mother and the unborn child because the mother is going to kill the baby through the doctor in the autopsy room. The doctors told her that the baby would be a girl. She put on her green sari and went to hospital to have the child destroyed because the girl was unwanted. The mother already had one daughter. The doctors gave an injection to kill the girl. The mother didn't even care to look at the girl. After the girl was destroyed, everyone was happy. The murdered child asked her to look for her in vain because she was lost forever. She will not grow up into a beautiful girl to be admired by someone. She tells her mother that she has acted against the will of God. God wanted her to live and grow up naturally. So there is a tragic, pathetic dialogue between mother and unborn child, that is the female child. How she wants to come in the world, but being a girl, she is not allowed to come to the world. There are 4 stanzas in the poem. In the first stanza, the text written by the poet is so. The dialogue as the child asks her mother, Mother, I am the one you sent away when the doctor told you I would be a girl. In the end, they had to give me an injection to kill me before I died and hard. There are so many pathetic things, sensitive things that occur in the dialogues. The traffic's rushing outside, the monsoon slush, the wind sulking through her beloved Mumbai, your beloved Mumbai. I could have clutched the neon blue. How the atmosphere of the world outside when she was going to be killed. The wind was blowing very fast. The meaning of the stanza is that the voice of the unwanted girl is addressed to the mother. The voice of the unwanted girl questions the mother's conscience because she didn't object female infanticide. Infanticide, the murder of the child in the womb. When the doctor told the pregnant mother that a girl child would be born to her, she instructed the doctor to destroy the female child in the womb. The infant was killed with the help of injection. This is the pathetic voice of an unborn child, unborn girl, which haunts the imagination. This is a living story in the form of the poem. This is the incident of Mumbai where there was a heavy traffic and the monsoon set in. The wind is sulking through the Mumbai. The poet realized these things and presented in her poem. How the mother of the child went to the hospital putting on green sari, and the child wanted to clutch the sari with her fingers, but unfortunately she was going to be killed. In the second stanza, she said, no one wanted to touch me except later in the autopsy room. Autopsy room, the room where the unborn child is going to be killed in the hospital. When they knew my mouth wouldn't search for anything and my head could be measured and bent, cut apart, I looked like a sliced pomegranate, the fruit you never touched. Mother, I am the one you sent away when the doctor told you I would be a girl, your second girl. Afterwards, as soon as you could put on your grass, green sari, the orange stems of the Parjatak blossoms girls glistened in your hair. How the makeup of the mother has been presented and how the pathetic story of the girl, unborn child, is presented. In this stanza, the poet wants to say that in autopsy room, in the hospital, the medical examination of a dead person is carried out to discover the cause of the death. In the autopsy room, the unborn child in the womb was examined. The doctor knew that the mouth of the unborn child wouldn't search for anything and her head would be measured and cut apart. No one wanted to touch the unborn girl. The girl says further that she looks like a sliced pomegranate. Pomegranate is a fruit. This fruit was never touched by you. She addresses her mother and says that she is the one she killed her. When the doctor told her that she was going to bear a girl child, this is the second girl child. Afterwards, as soon as she put on her grass green sari, the orange stems Parijatak blossoms and they are glistening to her hair. This tragedy was happened when the doctor told the mother that her second child would be a girl. So this is the story how the mother went to the hospital in the form of a woman wearing a green sari. In the third stanza, the girl child presents the irony. Everyone smiled, but now I asked to look for me. Mother, look for me because I won't come to you in your dreams. Look for me, mother, look because I won't become a flower, I won't turn into a butterfly. And I am not a part of anyone's song. How the child weeps, cries before her mother, saying that she is like a bud, she is like a flower that has been put to end before blooming in the world. In the stanza, the poet wants to say that in the hospital, everyone was smiling, but now she asked her mother to look for her. She must look for her because she wouldn't come to her in her dreams. She again tells her mother to look for the girl child because she wouldn't become a flower and she wouldn't turn into a butterfly. And she is not a part of anyone's songs. The unwanted girl goes on lamenting the cruel practice of female feticide. The unborn girl child was killed not in accordance with the divine will, but because of social constraints. In this stanza, the girl child repents, laments, weeps, cries that she is like a flower, she is about to bloom, and her mother should care for her before the coming of the child. In the fourth stanza, the girl again requests her mother to save her. Look, mother, look for the place where you have sent me. Look for the unspeakable, for the place that can never be described. Look for me, mother, because this is what you have done. Look for me, mother, because this is not God's will. This is not the desire of the God, but this is the desire of the parents that they are going to kill her. Look for me, mother, because I smell of formaldehyde. I smell of formaldehyde, the flower, the cutting of the person. I wish you would ask me for mother. Through the stanza, the poet wants to say that the unborn female child once again tells her mother to look for her and look for the place she has sent her. This unspeakable child must be looked for. She looks for the place that can never be described. She addresses her mother and looks for what she had done. This thing has been done without the disposal and will of God. The unborn girl was like a gas with no color and a strong smell, used mixed with water to preserve things in the laboratory. The girl wishes to have a look on her and her sin. She again and again tells her to realize her great mistakes as well as a great crime. Thank you, students. This is an introductory topic of the syllabus in English. So you have to understand it, and in the next topic we would come with the certain comprehensive things. Thank you.